Soul Squad! It's a new month, which means it's time to plant some more seeds. Hey Soul Squad, wagwan! Thank you for deciding to click on another video. I truly appreciate it. And if you are new here, if this is the first time you're seeing one of my videos, then I invite you to come on up to the front of the comment section. I want to personally introduce myself. Hey, hi, my name is Nardia, and I am in Northwest Ohio, Zone 6B. And welcome to the Soul Squad. In today's video, we are starting more seeds. There is something about starting seeds that just gets me so excited because, as you know, I'm covered with snow outside, just bare snow. There is just something about starting seeds that gets my endorphins going, that gets the happy-go-lucky, that happy feeling going, and I'm feeling really good today. Here in Northwest Ohio, my estimated last frost date is April 27th. So which means today, which is February 3rd, 2026. It's about 12 weeks before my estimated last frost dates. And these are the seeds that I'm starting around this time. Now, this is just the seeds that I'm choosing to start. And this is going based on what I think will be ready by the time I need to plant out my garden. If this doesn't work for you, then adjust it a little bit. You don't have to follow it exactly. Is this a perfect plan? No, it's not. I'm just going based off of what I did last year, and I'm adjusted. Last year for me, I was really new to gardening, very new. So I started a lot of my seeds really late, really late. So this year, I'm starting them a lot earlier. And let's see how it goes. Depending on this year's results, might determine if I continue the same schedule next year, or I might adjust it. But just by a little bit, because this seems about right. It feels right within my soul. You know, my soul is telling me this schedule isn't right. But like I said, adjusted for your growing zone, adjusted for your last frost date, and adjusted for whatever you need to adjust it for. Just adjust it. Let's go over the seeds that I will be starting the beginning of February. As you know, this is my seed storage case. Got it from Amazon. It was recently on sale, you guys, at Michael's for $11. I posted about that in my community tab, and some of you were able to get it. So kudos to you. But whenever it goes on sale again at Michael's, grab you one. But if you need it, it's in my Amazon storefront. The link will be below. So seeds are in here. And then I'm just going to open it and go to the one that says February. It says February 1. It also says July on this side. The reason why it says February and July is because I know for my spring garden, these are the seeds that I start at the beginning of February. And then for my fall garden, I'm going to be starting the same seeds again in July. The main type of seeds that I'm starting now are my herbs. Because they take a while to grow, I'm starting my herbs from now. So let's go through the different herbs that I'm starting. First, we are starting thyme. Doesn't say if it's English thyme or not. It just says thyme. I hope it's English thyme. I'm also going to be planting some parsley, cilantro / coriander, because you know cilantro is the plant and coriander is the seeds that you get from it after it flowers. This is the long-standing Santo variety. Now, this says, based on the seed packets from Botanical Interest, this says it's not recommended for transplant. They really recommend that you just sow them directly outside. But I'm going to start them inside and I'm going to transplant them. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I'm going to try. If that doesn't work, this seed packet has plenty of seeds, and then I can direct sow again outside once the soil warms up if this transplant doesn't work. But even though it's not recommended, I'm still going to try it. I'm going to definitely try it, starting them inside and transplanting them outside. But just know, it's not recommended by the company. I'm going to start some sage. This one is culinary sage. And I'm also going to start some white sage. And this one I'll be using for smudging and making sage bundles. Never grown sage before. Hopefully I will be successful with this. This is dill bouquet. I plan on pickling cucumbers, so I definitely need I plan on pickling cucumbers, so I need dill for that. And also, I believe the flower attracts a lot of pollinators. So when it does flower, when it does flower, I will get a. Oh, I can't talk today, girl. So when it does flower, I will get a lot of pollinators from this. I don't have the seeds with me right now, but I should be getting them by this afternoon or in a day or so. But I also will be planting my rosemary seeds and something else. Rosemary and something else. What is it? Oregano. I probably won't be able to show it to you guys on camera, but just know rosemary and oregano is being started also. Next, we're going to move into some brassicas. We're going to start cabbage red acre. This red acre cabbage says it has delicious leaves, adds brilliant jeweled color to fresh salads and cooked dishes. This is the best red cabbage for storage. Sweet and sour cabbage recipe inside the packet. Oh, I didn't know that. So inside the botanical interest packet, there is a sweet and sour cabbage. There is a sweet and sour cabbage recipe. Nice to know. Early golden acre cabbage. You guys, I started cabbage in my garden last garden season. Unsuccessful. First of all, because I started them outside way too late because I didn't know any better. And second of all, I had no idea about cabbage moths or cabbage butterfly moths. They devoured my cabbage. They ate it all up. So this year, make sure you protect your brassicas. Cover them. Cover them with insect netting. I learned my lesson. Hopefully this year I get a harvest or two from the cabbages. Last year in my garden video, I said I was never going to start cabbage again. I was never going to grow cabbage again in my garden. Well, here we are the very next year, and I'm starting cabbage again in my garden. Never say never. I'm also going to be starting some broccoli. This is broccoli calabrese. And I'm not sure if I want to start... Yeah, I'm going to try this. I'm going to start 2 types of broccoli. I'm also going to start broccoli Waltman 29. I'm also going to be starting some Brussels sprouts for the first time. Oh, wish me luck. This is Brussels sprouts Long Island Improved. We're also going to be starting some purple kohlrabi. This is purple Vienna kohlrabi. And I heard that kohlrabi fries are delicious. Kohlrabi is also something new that I'm trying in my garden this year. If you're not familiar with kohlrabi, because I am not, the description says, curiously shaped, this crisp, mild, sweet member of the cabbage family is splendid in salads, slaws, and stir fries, a good source of nutrients. You can also saute it, you can also pickle it, you can steam it. So many different ways to make this kohlrabi. I'm also going to try cauliflower. I was unsuccessful with cauliflower last year again because, once again, did not protect them and I started them way too late. This is the Snowball X cauliflower. Another new seed variety we're going to start is jicama. I think I'm pronouncing it right this time. Because I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, I was saying jicama, and one of you lovely Soul Squad members politely put in the comment section the way to pronounce it. So the J is supposed to sound like an H, so it's jicama. If you're like me and you're unfamiliar with jicama, it says this tuber has grown in popularity from a cult following for its amazingly sweet, crisp texture that is reminiscent of sweet potato crossed with water chestnut. It also is much less starchy than potato, meaning it's low in carbohydrates. I was watching, who was I watching? Mustard Seed Garden or Mustard Seed Homestead. Enjoy her channel a lot. And she was the first person that I heard that mentioned jicama, and she raved about it. So I said, why not give it a try? I will also be starting roselle. It's in this packet because this is seeds that my sister gave me. There are like 4 seeds in here. I don't know if I'll have success planting roselle in my Northwest Ohio garden because it needs a long growing period to grow. But that's why I'm starting the seeds now. Hopefully if I plant it out early enough and I give it enough time outside once it warms up, hopefully I can get some calyxes from it. Don't know, but we're going to try anyway. So roselle is also added on the list to start today. And the last thing we're going to start is I'm going to get working on my sweet potato slips. I already have some store-bought potatoes. I have some store-bought sweet potatoes. This one is garnet. This one I have absolutely no idea what it is because the supermarket did not label it. But we're going to start some sweet potatoes. And those are the seeds that we are going to be starting the beginning of February. Now, mid to the end of February, I will be starting more seeds. So that video will be coming shortly towards the end of February. If you guys are interested in my entire seed starting schedule for 2026, I made a video showing the schedule of when I'm starting all my seeds in 2026 for my spring and my fall garden. That video is linked above. Like I said though, when you watch that video, you don't have to follow my direct schedule exactly. Tweak it to work for your garden. This schedule also is more geared towards garden zones 6B, particularly gardens that are close to my first frost and last frost dates. And my last frost date is April 27th, around there, and my first frost date is October 22nd, around there. So tweak the schedule to suit you and how you need it until you can come up with your perfect schedule. All right, but all that said, let's get seed started. I spent the time off camera filling up the seed starting trays. These seed starting trays are the six cell epic seed starting trays from Botanical Interest. They have the cutouts at the bottom, the hole, and they also have the side slits for ear pruning. All right, what are we gonna plant first? Let's just start with the cilantro. If you don't feel comfortable starting your cilantro seeds indoors and transplanting them, don't do it. Don't do it. This is my garden. I'm going to do what I want to do. This is what the seeds look like. Not too small, kind of big. I'm going to start, just make a little divot. I probably should put 2 seeds inside one, right? I'm going to do 2 inside one. Because if I want, yeah, I'm going to put 2. Just in case one doesn't germinate. I put 2 seeds in each for the cilantro. And the one that is the strongest, that's the one I'll keep. And the other one, I'll just trim it off. I don't need a lot of cilantro in my garden because in the summer it's going to bolt anyway. This is more of a spring crop for me and maybe a fall, I'm not sure. So I don't want to do too much. I think 6 plant in the garden is good. And if for some reason they double and I get 12, I might keep all 12. We'll see. Where is my label? Oh, here it is. Labeled. Next, we're going to do cauliflower. This is the Snowball X. This, I got this seed pack from Dollar Tree a year ago or 2 years ago. A year ago. The cauliflower should still be okay. I mean, the seeds don't go that bad on cauliflower. Not like the onions that will embarrass you. This is what the cauliflower seeds look like. Yeah, onion seeds will embarrass you. So if you do plan on starting onions, please, 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 please use fresh seeds. What is this? There's a bug crawling in here. Oh no, a little fruit fly. Kill it, 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 kill it. Are there any more? I'm just going to sprinkle like 3 seeds. These seeds are smaller, so they're the smaller the seeds, the more closely to the top of the soil you want to plant them. Seeds that are small like these, you do not want to plant them too deep. And you don't want to cover them too much. These little tiny seeds, don't plant them too deep. Just deep enough. Label. Okay. Next, we're going to go with the broccoli calabrese, another Dollar Tree. Oopsie. That's what the seeds look like. Very tiny. So these, again, we're going to sprinkle. And I have to be careful not to drop any of the seeds over here because then I'm going to have random broccoli grown in random seed starting trays that I did not put there. I think I'm just going to finish out. Yeah. Oh, shoot. One moved. Oh gosh, where'd that, one of the seeds for the broccoli, when I did that, fell over here somewhere. Okay. Okay. That's a problem for another day. Oh my gosh, what if it went into the cauliflower side? Why did I do that? Nardia, why do you do the things that you do? No, I don't know. Well, it is what it is. I already messed up. Girl, why do you do these things? Why? Y'all, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I mean, it is what it is. We'll just have to find out which broccoli went over to the cauliflower side, or that's a problem for a few weeks from now when I plant them in the garden and I start to harvest. Whew, okay, carrying on. Next is the broccoli Waltham 29. And make sure I label that. Let's do the kohlrabi. Yeah. The kohlrabi seeds are just as small as the broccoli seeds, so you can easily get them confused. And somebody like me that's doing this very messy can easily get them confused. So let me just be careful. I'm putting about 2 seeds in each. That's a lie because 4 just fell down. That was way more than 2. All right, where's my sign? So these 2 are going to be kohlrabi right here, and I'll remember. Next, I'm going to start my roselle. All the seeds that my sister gave me, I'm just going to use them up. We have exactly 4 seeds for the roselle. Wish them luck, you guys. Wish them luck. And these are a little bit bigger, so I'm making sure to actually plant them into the hole. Maybe about 1/2 inch or so, maybe a little bit more. But these I'm actually putting inside the hole. And with the roselle, I have 2 extra spots right here. What can I put there? Don't know yet, but something is going to go in these 2 spots right here because I only had 4 seeds for the roselle. Next, we're going to do the Brussels sprouts, Long Island improved Brussels sprouts. Yo, I love Brussels sprouts. And once again, the Brussels sprout seeds look just like the cabbage. I'm sorry, not the cabbage. The Brussels sprout seeds look just like the broccoli seeds. Looks just like the cauliflower seed. So with that said, easily confused. I will be easily confused if I mix up the seeds. Next up, let's do the cabbage. Wait, label first. Girl, where's your label? Right here. All right, Brussels sprouts. Okay, good. Next up, let's do the cabbage. This is the early golden acre cabbage from Dollar Tree. Cabbage seeds are just as tiny. You can't even see them on my hand. Sprinkle a dash of that. Maybe like 2 seeds. Yeah. Okay. Let's put this back. I'm not trying to start too many brassicas because in the fall is when I really want to start a lot of brassicas, because in the spring we have so much more pest pressure and eventually it's going to get hot anyway and they're going to bolt. So I'm just starting a good amount, but in the fall, that's when I'm really going to start a lot of brassicas. Next, we're going to do the red acre cabbage from Botanical Interest. Okay, put the label here. And the last one we're going to do is jicama. And I'm going to do 2 trays of jicama. Ooh, big seed. Them seed are big. Come on them. Big seed. They almost look like peas. Them big seed. Yes, I like when I see them big. All right, so let me make a nice size hole, because just in case you're not sure how deep to plant the seeds, just a reminder, the bigger the seed, usually the deeper you can plant them. The smaller the seeds, the less deep you can plant them. And even some of them that are really, really small, like snapdragon seeds, you just surface sow them. 1, 2, 10, 11, 12. 12. I just put 1 seed in each hole. Over here where I have the roselle and I have those 2 empty spots, I'm just going to put 2 more jicama seeds. And please, hopefully I remember, because I'm not going to put another label. I'm just going to remember. Hopefully I remember that there were 2 more jicamas over here. I think they will look different from the roselle, so I should remember. Okay, next up we're going to plant our herbs. Once again, the same seed starting traits and botanical interest. This one is in the color sage. Yes. And the ones that I had before were the color pink. I don't believe they have, I think they're sold out of these 2 colors. I'm not sure. But if you're interested, the website will be linked below. I am a botanical interest ambassador. So if you choose to shop botanical interest, feel free to use my code to save even more on your purchase of botanical interest. So first we're going to start off with the thyme. Now see this? Tiny, tiny seeds. You can't, tiny. So these I'm going to definitely just sprinkle at the top. I'm not really going to cover them much. Just a little seasoning, as I call it. Like you're seasoning the food, like a little salt-based seasoning. Like a little dash of thyme. You're just going to sprinkle at the top. I want a lot of thyme in my garden. Like a lot of thyme. I already have some thyme grown in the house, and I do have some thyme outside, but I want to start more seeds because I want a lot of thyme. Next, we're going to do, where is my sage seed packet? Hold on. Okay, here it is. Next, we're going to do regular culinary sage. Oh, gee, girl. You see the things that I do? Okay. Nardia. Girl. Okay, I found more. Look at you. Just a whole mess. All right, I think I picked them, all of them. I think I picked them all up. Yeah, I'm just going to put maybe 1 or so. If you don't know, these are what the seeds look like. They're not too small, so I am going to bury them a little bit. Maybe like 1/4 of an inch, not too deep. I'm going to put just 2 in each. Next, we're going to plant the white sage. Last garden season, I started some seeds. And I believe I thought it was cilantro seeds. I planted in the garden as cilantro seeds. Wait a minute, what's wrong with this? Why is this upside down? Like I'm looking to open it up here, but to open it is down here and you have to turn it upside down. Stuff like this will upset my OCD because it's upside down. I can't, I just can't. So I'm just going to cut it from the top. I just can't. What was I saying? Cilantro. Had it in the garden as cilantro. Labeled it as cilantro. When it came up, I was like, wait a minute, wait there. This don't look like cilantro. And that's because because I was confused. I was like, what is going on? Like it clearly the seed packet said cilantro. This is what the white sage seed look like, by the way. So I'm just going to sprinkle it at the top also. The seed packet clearly says cilantro. I remember labeling it as cilantro, but when it came up, it wasn't cilantro. So I think what happened was I was being clumsy like I am now, and somehow the seed them get mixed up or something happened and another seed went into the seed cell tray or something. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that's probably what happened, Nardia. You were being clumsy. That's probably what I did. All right, let's not be clumsy anymore. Let's try to focus. Next, we're going to do the Italian giant parsley. I don't use parsley much in my cooking, but I do want to incorporate it. So that's why I'm planting the seeds. I don't think I'm gonna, I will probably plant out like 6 plants. I don't use a lot of parsley. So let's not do too much, Nardia. Let's save the space for the things that you actually want to use in your garden. And this last one over here is going to be for the dill. Hopefully I get a good amount of pickles this year. Not pickles, what is something name? What make pickles? A lot of cucumbers this year, so I can make pickles. Ooh, nice seeds. I like this. I can see them. I like the seeds that I can see. I don't like these little baby seeds. Look at this. The nice size seeds. I like that. All right, this last one here that is empty, that's going to be for the rosemary whenever I get the seeds. And that's done. Okay, let me top all this off now with some soil, and I'll be right back. And in case anyone was wondering, my seed starting mix is just a mixture of... Oh, I said I wasn't going to cover the thyme. Look at me. Oh, Nardia. You said you weren't going to cover the thyme, and look at you. Thyme, figure it out some way. I don't know. I can't take it off anymore. Just figure it out. Please, thyme. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cover you. Just figure it out. Still pop through somehow. What was I saying? This is a mixture of just cocoa coir with a little bit of worm casting. And that is my simple seed starting mix. It works great because the soil is nice and loose and the seeds can easily pop through. The only drawback for some people, what is not a big drawback for me, is that it does dry out rather quickly. Them drying out quickly is not a drawback for me. I have to remind myself, and maybe remind some of you guys also, to not overfill the seed starting trays when I'm putting the seeds inside, because I do backfill with a little bit of soil on top afterwards. And then when I put the soil on top, now it's over full and it's like over full and it's too much soil. So I have to remember to put less soil to begin with, so that when I do add more soil to cover them up afterwards, or just sprinkle a little bit more on top, it's not overflowing, because right now it is definitely overflowing and I don't like that for me. That was a whole mess. A whole mess. I have a lot to clean up when I'm done with this video, but it's okay. This is what seed starting is all about. This is what I kind of live for. Well, honestly, I don't live for this. I live for being outside in the garden and doing stuff out there. But in order to be able to do stuff out there, I gotta do stuff in here. I gotta somehow, understand that this process is necessary to do the thing that I actually live for, which is being outside. That's what I live for, that. Anyway, now we're going to start our sweet potato slips. Absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but I watched a few YouTube videos, as we all do. I'm learning from YouTube University, and I'm going to try to apply those methods to starting my sweet potato slips. From what I understand, right? Let's talk real quick. Fix my hair. There are 2 methods to start in sweet potato slips. There's the water method and the soil method. I'm already doing the water method with my ginger. So I want to try the soil method with the sweet potato slips. I don't think I want to do the water method. So for that, I need a container. The container that I chose to use is this aluminum pan right here from Dollar Tree that you put food in when you're baking or whatever. I had it because I have extra. We're going to use what we have. I'm not going to go buy new Tupperware just to start something, and I have this. Hopefully this works though. It is kind of shallow. I wish it was much deeper. Wait. Do I have a deeper one? Maybe I do have a deeper one. Hold up. I'll be back. Okay, you guys. Change of plans. We're not using this. Just figured I said that. We never talked about that. I did not find a deeper one. I didn't. What I did find were the covers, which I have a few of these, which are the covers to those aluminum pans. But these are much deeper. Hold on. Do you see? The covers are a little bit taller, so they're a little bit deeper. Not by much, maybe like about half an inch, maybe an inch, but it's better than nothing. So I'm going to use the cover to plant the sweet potato slips in, and then use another cover to create like a cute little, what is something name? What is, not hibernation zone. What is the name? Humidity. Yeah, use the top cover to create a humidity situation for the sweet potatoes, because the sweet potatoes love the heat. They love the heat, they love the humidity, so that's why I'm gonna create that for them, and hopefully they'll make slips for me. I'm starting off by pouring potting salt in here. Oh God, this is a big bag. Some potting mix. Now, I know that some people have an issue with Miracle-Gro. I know. But it's what I have. Look at this bag. This is a big old bag. Huge bag. It's like almost the size of me. How much is in here? 50 quarts. 50 quarts, aka 55 liters. Big old bag of organic Miracle-Gro Organic Choice Moisture Control potting mix with compost. Big bag. And this is what I have left. So why am I going to go out to buy more potting mix when I have at home? This is a potting mix I use for my indoor plants, and it was on sale at Costco for like, I think like $8 for that big bag. So I'm going to use it because that's what I have. I'm going to use it to start my sweet potato slips. And if it goes on sale at Costco again, I will be buying more to use for my indoor plants. Would I use it in my garden outside? Probably not. Probably. There's a chance that I might. But I'm going to use what I have. I'm going to use what I have. So all I've done so far is add the mix to the clear container. And now I'm going to get my sweet potatoes. And from the videos that I see, I'm just going to nestle them. Like, girl, what are you doing? I have no idea. Not completely cover them, but like nestle them halfway. Right? I think. Like that. I might have to add more soil after. Basically nestle them into the soil. Like that. Yes, like that. So these two that I'm doing right now, these are garnet sweet potatoes. Like that. And then I have this big one right here, which I do not know what it is. I just picked it up at the grocery store, and it just said sweet potato. I have no idea what the variety is. I'm hoping it's a bushing type. I know the garnet is not a bushing type sweet potato. It is a, what is that name? Sprawling? Not sprawling. That's a Jamaican word. And a sprawling. It's a runner type. Is that the word? You know, it has like a, oh gosh, when English is not necessarily your favorite language. What is, not sprawling. What is what I'm trying to think of? Vining, yes, it's a vining. These two garnets are vining type. But this, I don't know what it is, what variety it is. So we're going to find out if it's vining or bush. I really want bush type sweet potatoes, because then all of the actual sweet potatoes, when they do become sweet potatoes, they're like clumps of sweet potato under the plant that you plant. But the vining ones, they run all over the place and they just take up more space in the garden. The leaves take up more space. The leaves and the vines take up more space in the garden, which I don't really want, but it is what it is. Now, I also have these 3 right here that look like they're on their last leg of life. Them just look dry out and tired. I don't know if they'll do anything, but we're going to put them in here anyway. Right in the center. And let's see what happens. You never know. And do I know the varieties of these ones? No, I do not. Absolutely no idea what these ones are either. All right, so we got 2 garnet and these other ones. All right, we're looking good. Now I'll make this one a little deeper. I think it looks good. And now I'm just going to water this in, and that should be, and then put the cover over it, and then that should be that. The seeds are all on the grow shelf. These are the onions and different things that I started before. This is what I started today. All the cabbage, the jicama, the kohlrabi, all of that right there. And then down here, we have the herbs that I started, the sage, the thyme, all that good stuff. And I have more things down here that I have to use Amazon boxes to prop them up so that they reach the light. I cannot wait for spring and summer. Our gardens, squad. Our gardens are going to look so good. So good. Like, our gardens are going to look so good. I'm so happy for us. I'm so proud of us for starting seeds now. Whew, our gardens. If you're proud of yourself, let me know in the comment section. I'm excited for our gardens. So excited. Everything that I wanted to start, that's a lie. That's a big lie. Not everything. Everything except the rosemary. Rosemary is going to get started whenever the seeds arrive, hopefully within a day or two. But everything else is started for the beginning of February. It's messy in here. I have to clean up now, but I'm so excited. And also, shout out to you, Soul Squad members, for posting in the community tab. If you don't know, my community tab is very active. I try to keep it very engaged and very active. The other day, I asked you guys to show me your seedlings, to show me how your seed starting process is going. And thank you for you guys that showed me your photographs of your baby seedlings. Some of you guys are growing all types of different things, from brassicas to peppers to onions. You're growing in different mediums. And I truly appreciate it. I love seeing, because you guys are always seeing what I'm doing, but it's such an eye-opening and a beautiful experience for you guys to also share with me what you guys are growing. And I love seeing it. It's like a two-way street, not just me only. I loved it. So thank you guys so much, squad, for showing me your seedlings. I love seeing it. I loved it so much. I think that is it. I'm not starting anything else. Stay tuned for more videos to come as you guys follow along with me on my seed starting journey for 2026. Until my next video, we'll be talking in the comment section. Bye.
I had a dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet, 'cause I had something to say, blew everybody away.